Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think it's over a week since I posted, and today I'm back with a new topic that I feel we should talk about. So I'll be talking about color constancy and what is color constancy. First of all, what is a color? I'm sure we all know what color is, but when we say constant means something that is permanent or something that is likely not to change. So when we combine the word color constancy, that alone is self-explanatory, which tells you that the color does not change no matter the condition the color finds itself. What is color constancy? Color constancy is actually the ability for the human eyes to perceive or see color the same in different light condition. So all I'm trying to say is that our eyes is structured in a way that whenever we see a particular color, it sticks to our head no matter the light condition we see that color again in it. So basically our brain has a reset factory that it cannot change a particular color in our brain. If you see red, you know it's red, whether the light that is shining on the red is green, blue, or black. Is there a black light? No, there's no black light. But anyways, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So let's go over the whole tutorial. I'll be using my DaVinci to explain better to you. I feel like this is a topic that's we all need to know, not just as colorists, but anything that has to do with color. This is a topic that is very vital for you to understand. And then I have a note. There's a link in the description where you can check the notes and read more about color constancy with what I've written. And I'm not going to be cutting my videos anymore because I feel like that's like one of the reasons why I find it hard to create tutorials, because I'm trying my best to make it perfect and I just want to teach. So let's go into DaVinci and start the whole process. Just like I explained, that color constancy is the ability for the human eyes to perceive or see color continuously with this under different light shade. That means you see this particular red as red no matter difference in the light change. So let's start with this apple now. The human brain knows that the apple is red color. So even if we have different light shades now, the first thing that will come to your mind is apple is red. So you just know that this is just a shift in the light. Just like grass. If you meet little children and ask them what color is the grass, they will tell you green. Even though we know that there are seasons when you reach, the grass turns brown and it dies. But the human brain knows that the color itself is green. So that's what color constancy does to our head. So you can see this is green, but under different light this is red, sorry, but under different light shade we have yellow and we have green. Even though we know that there are green apples, but when you say apple, the first color that comes to people's minds is red. Now I also have this image here which I use an AI to generate so I can demonstrate this better. Now I told it not to change these apples because I need them to remain on the same color to explain this better. You can see that the cubes down have changed their colors because of the lights that is reflected on them, but the apple remains red. So this is what it's trying to tell you, that the color constancy still keeps your brain fresh, telling you that the color of the apple is red. And now we have blue here, but your brain still tells you that an apple is red, an apple is not blue. Now there is another way at which we can see color. It depends on the background color we have. So for example, now we can see that all these colors are blue, but because this is more on the gray scale color, the blue looks darker than the remaining blue. If you look closely, you will notice it, but these all are blue. The good thing is that your brain still reminds you that this color is blue. This is what color constancy does to our brain. Coming to this now, I will explain this better, and this is where you need to understand color constancy, when to use it and when not to use it. Now this is yellow. This is same yellow here, this is the same yellow here, but in different light condition of the day. This is in the morning, this is in the night, and this is during the golden hour. Now all these colors are yellow, but you need to understand that if you want to give realism or creative look, you have to go with the time of the day. And I'll explain this furthermore. I have a note which I will put in this video where you can go and read. So here it says color constancy is the ability of the human eyes to see color consistently under different lighting conditions. For example, if you look at a white t-shirt indoors under warm yellow light, it might look a bit yellowish, but when you step outside in daylight, it looks white again. Even though the light changed, your brain knows the shirt, it's still white. Now this is what you get to understand by color constancy. And we have different type of color constancy. We have chromatic, adaptation, memory, color constancy, computation color constancy, illumination based color constancy, and contextual color constancy. You can read through this. I'm trying not to make the video long so as not to bore people, and then you need to understand when to use color constancy and when not to use it. First of all, let's come with this. When to use color constancy. This color constancy help in skin tones. Now when you are working and you need to get a perfect skin tone, color constancy is the best thing, because you need to correct your image so that it will look proper to your work. You are not working on an alien where you need to change the skin, so you have to make sure that the human skin looks correct. But when it comes to you avoiding color constancy, is, let's say this one, to avoid color constancy, if you want the audience to feel the effect of light and change. Now if you want the audience to feel the effect of light and change, be it a warm sunset or a night scene, you should not color correct too much. Do you understand? Just to keep it real, so that they will know that okay, this is what you are trying to tell. So for example, working with an image that has the golden hour, the normal mind or someone that is starting grading for like a beginner might go with yellow, but you need to know that this is not just pure yellow. Probably it's like a mixture of gold, let me put it that way. So you need to know how to paint this to make it look as gold, not just making it look yellow. So you have to work with the time and day and everything that is given, but you understanding color constancy helps you a lot. This is also something I have here, color constancy with color grading constancy in mind. Be aware of the light conditions in the scene. If the scene is lit by a warm light, for example, the color will tend to be warm. Do you understand? Using a color grading tool to allow you adjust the white balance. This will help ensure that the color in the image is accurate. So just as we are saying, the topic here you can see said tips for color grading with color constancy. So this is what it's trying to tell you now. Keeping the color real. That is what the color constancy helps you do. By understanding color constancy, you can create more accurate and neutral looking color grading. Then additional tips for beginner in color grading: start with a good quality image. The better the image quality, the image is easier, the easier it will be to grade your image. So ideally, why I came up with this topic is because I feel like this is something that we don't really get to talk about. So when grading, you notice that you are done grading but your image is not really looking good. It's because you still don't understand what color constancy is and how it affects the human eyes. I want to use this image as an example, which I just colored. Now opening this image, you can see that this yellow and this is yellow and this is pink. So no matter what I do to this image, you still know that this is yellow and this is pink, even though I've changed the light condition. Do you understand? You will know that this is yellow. You know that this. So when you get to points where you need to work with the light condition without forcing yourself to correcting the lights, because probably you want to keep things neutral. Sometimes for a creative look, you have to overcome the power of color constancy just to make it better and give it that stylish look. But there are things you need to keep accurate. A red is a red, but when the light source changes and you want to make people feel the change of the light, then you have to work with the light and make sure the color is blending with the light. And I'll still always go back to refer to the sunset. in the golden hour, you have, if you want your viewers to view the golden hour, you have to grade according to it or paint according to it. The color is actually going to shift, because color shifts due to the light, due to the light that is bounced on them, or probably due to the shift of daylight. Do you understand? The colors you see in the morning, a red you see in the morning might look different in the night. The red you see in the morning might look different in the evening or in the afternoon. So all these things, you need to understand them, and it will help you be a better colorist or a better painter when it comes to anything that has to do with color. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say in this video. If you don't, please drop a comment for me to explain this better. So for the types of color constancy we have here, the chromatic adaptation, the eye and brain adjusts to different lighting conditions so that a white object appears white, whether it is under light, tungsten, or fluorescent. So when you've seen something and you know it is white for the first time, and then there are different light conditions, your brain still like reformats your thinking system to let you know that this color is still white, no matter the light which is being bounced on it. And we have the memory color constancy. Our brain recalls familiar objects, just like how I gave an example. Growing up, you know that green is mostly for plants. So even when you ask a little child what color is the grass, he's going to tell you it is green. So this is what the memory color constancy does to our brain. Here it says, for example, we expect bananas to be yellow. So even under a different light and different lighting, we perceive them as such. No matter the light you see on banana, your brain still tells you banana is yellow. Then the computational color constancy, this one is basically used on cameras for you to get a proper white balance. So this is a digital type of color constancy. And then we have the illumination based constancy. The brain estimates the light source color temperature and corrects how object appears accordingly. You can still refer this to the sunset. And then we have the contextual color constancy. Color are perceived in relation to the surrounding. So just like the blue I showed you, because it has a different shades around it, the white and the gray, it changes how the blue looks in our eyes. One is more darker and one is brighter. And then where to avoid this, just like I explained, for systematic storytelling, enhancing color shifts can enhance mood. So it means when you temper with the colors probably a little, like for example the bluish green tone in Matrix or the warm hues in Dune. So this will give you a stylish look for your film when grading. And then when to use color constancy, for example, I spoke about skin tones. Having a proper skin tone is you working with color constancy, making sure that the skin tone looks as real as possible because this is how a human skin tone is supposed to look. You are not dealing with an alien, so you have to keep it real. So I will drop a link to this so that you can read. The video already should be up to like 8 minutes or more, and I don't want it to be too long, but at least for me to explain this so people can get to understand what color constancy is. And if you want to keep getting more knowledge like this, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop your comments and keep getting notifications from me. I will see you all in the next class. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. All right, bye.